Howdy, boys. It's cowboy time. That's right. We are cowboyed up in very, very similar outfits. Actually, it's just the hats that are different, because we haven't unlocked enough of the outfits to actually have anything, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What we are going to be doing is I have all of the weapons. Oh, you don't see them. That's because I have them in my shooting mobile. And we are going to be using the shooting mobile to go over and kill a bunch of infestations. A perfect thing. I mean, I gotta do it. The infestations, they've gotta go. I just remembered I should probably bring some accessories with me. And that way we could try out the weapons, including the hitter. Whatever, I forget the name of this weapon, that the melee weapon I got. But yeah, the smacker. We're going to be trying them all out. Might as well. I am going to bring a advanced suppressor and a brake. I don't think I'll be using the brake, but just actually, I might use it on the revolver because I can't put a suppressor on it. And this is the perfect weapon to, or the perfect vehicle to do this on. I might also transfer these over, just in case. Oh yeah, and so the, what's it called is that, the new base review for this base, actually, Weston Builder Supply is out. I'm hoping that Undead Labs will be able to get me my missing Red Talon stuff so that I can actually begin working on the next base, because I would prefer to not have to grind out a good, oh, I don't know, 10 or more hours of daybreak in order to get it done, but if I have to do it, I'll do it. I'll do it. We're just gonna drive through here, because why the heck not? You know, I'm not in the mood to try and negotiate too much with the terrain. And this way over there, it looks like it's fine anyways. It looks like it's not even that big of a deal. Now, I predict a lot of these weapons will be like other weapons we have, but I also think that in some of these weapons being like other weapons we have, they might be good. They might be similar to good weapons that we have. So some of these weapons could actually be pretty decent.
You could fix that with a simple memory if you're smart.
Oh, got Pharaohs right off the bat. Let's go ahead and give these guys the squisheroni. Just like that. And he's beating my car up. That's weird, he fell off. That normally doesn't happen. There we go. Get rid of those Pharaohs so that we could actually focus on what we're doing now. I haven't chosen my first weapon, so we're going to start out, I guess, with heavy weapons.
Gotta finish that one.
I can't remember what I thought about this weapon in the beginning, but I believe, if memory serves correctly, that I felt this weapon had pretty good ease of use. Oh my god. Need my stamina. Does it have a unique sound effect? Did it have like a pot smashing sound?
I like it.
There we go. Yeah, so some people don't know that when you swing the weapon around you like that, you actually do knock other people over. That is one of its features. You can kind of get into a rhythm of it if you time the attacks. And as you can see, we're kind of stuck fighting these guys, but there we go. Okay, we're good. All right, so let's see. Let's pull out. Really? Really? Just leave me alone. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's try out the mare's leg first. This is our lever action pistol, and I will put a silencer on it. It does not have a... it is a 44 Magnum, the hollow point rounds. Does not have any special features like scope on it or anything, so we will have to close the distance a bit, but that's fine. Let's give this gun a shot.
Yeah, that'll keep you quiet.
Now, obviously, most weapons are pretty good with gunslinging, so I'm gonna try to not use gunslinging too much. Because I want to see how the weapon feels like, because you're not always gonna have gunslinging.
Time to reload.
Oh. Okay, so the weapon does have to reload one bullet at a time, so it's a little bit like a pump-action shotgun in that respect. I do have gunslinging as well, so I do insert the bullets faster. Oh, it's so hard to, like, a parallax on third-person games. I've never enjoyed action aiming in a third-person game. I always prefer action aiming in the first person, just because, like, the camera is, like, slightly, it's not quite centered. Oh, sounds like my cat captured something and wants me to congratulate him, but I'm busy, so I cannot congratulate you, cat. There is the screamer. I keep trying to zoom in, because I'm so used to only using weapons that have a scope. The weapon fires at a decent speed, even though it's not, like, a completely semi-automatic weapon. Honestly, for precision shooting like that, that's not a big deal. Because typically you don't fire at full speed. I hear you, cat.
I gotta rest.
Calm down. It's just a toy you caught. It's not a big deal. You do it every day. You always capture toys. You don't need me to congratulate you every time. I wonder if you guys will be able to hear him in the background. Okay, so that was the mare's leg. You know, overall, it's okay. It's not like... Oh, now he's trying to jump on me. Stop it, cat. I don't know what has gotten into you today. Let's see. Let's try out the Scarifo, I guess. I expect this to be just a very simple, ordinary revolver. And I expect it to be really loud, and therefore I'm going to be getting into quite a bit of trouble, because it's not a great idea to shoot a revolver in Nightmare Zone unless you're, like, inside of your base, where the noise doesn't really matter. Yep, look at all these zombies, wow. This is such a not great idea. Yeah, we're gonna need the pyro launcher. Yeah, let me get the pyro launcher out real quick in order to clean up this massive pile of enemies we've created due to firing our revolver even once.
Kill the screamer, fast!
I'm gonna need to use some stamina here. There we go. I don't think we need to, I don't think we really need to test the Scarifo too much. It's a revolver. And I'm gonna be spending my entire episodes trapped here trying to... It's a revolver, boys. Like, what more needs to be said? Might as well heal. Yep, you want to be squished as well, sure. There. A little bit of squishing for everyone. Give me this back real fast. I need to reload. Yep. There, you can be squished too. Let's try out the Model 92, I guess. Let's try out the shotgun. Let's try to, like, rotate through different weapons. This is the lever action shotgun. I did not bring the shotgun mod for it, so we are not able to tighten the aim up on it. I like the sound it makes. Pretty cool sound. Being a shotgun, it's also quite loud. The spread on it is pretty extreme though, so we do have to get pretty close. It's not like some of the more accurate shotguns.
I should reload.
Yep, reloading. Shotguns also not advisable to. It's actually, I mean, like shotguns aren't a bad weapon, but you typically wouldn't want to stay in the same area and use them. As you can see, just everything is coming in to fight us. And this is why most of these weapons are not very good on Nightmare Zone. Like, the only shotgun I would recommend using in in the beginning of the game, if you just don't have a weapon to kill ferals with, any shotgun will do the job. But in Nightmare Zone, the only shotgun that I think is actually, like, really decent is the Echo, just because it's silenced, making it just that little bit better. Well, it's kind of hard to stealth kill enemies, or kill enemies silently without, you know, getting into active combat. The silencing effect is good enough that the blasts of the shotgun itself aren't going to actually attract a ton of attention, so it winds up being pretty good. What's my wit skill? Discipline? Okay, that means I will have to get rid of this guy the old-fashioned way. This shotgun is too inaccurate without a choke, though. I definitely would say that I would prefer the Model 870 over it, just using it. And, you know, a lot of shotguns don't have very good accuracy, but this is, like, still a bit low even by shotgun standards. It's not the lowest I've seen. Like, there are some that are even lower than this, but it's still, like, it's still too low. I prefer my shotguns to be a little bit more accurate than this. But like I said, you could put on the, a choke, and it would be fine. Now I need my pyro launcher again. This is actually why we brought the pyro launcher. Specifically because this kind of stuff would happen. Oh.
Better slow my roll.
No, you don't. So people ask me, you know, like, oh, why doesn't your Nightmare Zone look like mine? It's because I'm very quiet. Like, I don't make very much noise, so I don't have to deal with this kind of crap here. That's the reason why. And that's why, like I said, I recommend you want to be quiet in Nightmare Zone. Until you know what you're doing, you want to be quiet. Being quiet's a good idea. I highly recommend being quiet. Okay, let's try out... So we just tried out the sawed-off. Let me make sure I reload it. Let's try out Model 92. This is another 44 caliber. I'm actually running out of ammo for it, so I might claim a location. Or not. Who knows? We'll see. The zombie spawns are trying to zero in on me right now just because I've been hanging out in that basic area. So we're starting to get feral respawns, but now we're about to travel somewhere new, so it's all good. Okay, so Model 92 rifle. So this is our lever. Oh, I need to put a silencer on it. There we go. Good.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right. Back in business. Okay, so this weapon also doesn't have a scope. I do believe there is a scoped version of it, but it's not the bounty broker version. And that means that that version is going to be way better. Because I'm pretty sure the scope version is literally the same weapon, except with a scope. Like, right now, this weapon, we could engage enemies at this range, but just not quite being able to scope in, that's gonna make a difference. Like, if we could scope in, we would, like, some of these would definitely be kills. Obviously, if we were to use gunslinging, which is, with that said, gunslinging can only be used up close. But if we were using it up close, it would be fine. But that can be said about all weapons, which is why I'm trying to avoid using gunslinging right now. Because we are trying to see how this weapon feels just in the hands of the typical player that's not going to be necessarily having all of the skills.
My last shot.
So I am finally running out of ammo. Oh, no, I already did run out of ammo.
This thing is heavy.
Yes, it is. Which is why you need to start squishing them. Thank you. Okay. This weapon, like I said, it's definitely like we need the scope, which is why I'm gonna switch. After I squish this guy, we're gonna switch to this weapon. This is the weapon coming up that I think has the most potential out of the group. The scoped Big Hank rifle. This one also uses a different ammo type. So the other weapons we use, so the Mare's Leg used the 44 caliber Magnum rounds. The Model 92 also the 44 caliber Magnum rounds. The Model 1875 Scarifo also the 44 caliber Magnum rounds. Sawed off obviously using shotgun since it's a shotgun. Oh. Got some Juggernauts creeping up on me. I'm gonna claim a base. That one looks like I can't claim. Let me drive off a little bit over somewhere that I can claim a base. Apparently I got hostile enclave that is also inside of an infestation, which is interesting. Not the smartest place to
Now where's that plague heart hiding?
to claim a you know, a base, but or either of them, honestly. I mean, I guess the zombies don't care. Wow, I couldn't drive over that pile of dirt. Ah, barrels. I don't. Let's just claim this location. Why not? This place looks as good as any other place. I'm gonna put my silencer on it. All right. We need to do a little bit of resupply shenanigans.
A horde from inside this place. Time for an outpost. Another outpost secure. We're in.
Okay, I don't need these anymore, or this, or this. But I want to use this weapon because, like I said, I feel like this weapon's actually going to be decent. Let me go ahead and heal.
That's all I got.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and waste one of my cures to remove my... Well. Okay. You don't say. Okay, then, I guess we got this glitch again. We haven't had this glitch since, Mecha Arm Mackie. If I change weapons... If I pull it off and on, is it gonna go away? Oh, okay, there we go. It went away. Okay, so, anyways, let's get back to business. I'm gonna bring the pyro launcher with me as well.
All this weight's gonna slow me down.
Just in case. So this weapon, as I said, I predict it to be pretty good because you could see very precise, pinpoint accurate, actually. Also, I believe the bullets have some penetration to them, and that means that if you score kind of like a shoulder hit from the, you know, from the right angle, it might pass through the shoulder and still hit him in the head. Oh, now the armored zombies come out when I don't need to do anything with them. The gun is still pretty noisy, even with the silencer. But I can tell from the sound waves it's making. It's mainly going to alert people who are a little too close to you. Like, you're not going to have the problem, like, when I fired the Magnum, like, once, and all of a sudden, like, every zombie in the world winds up showing up. The one disadvantage of this weapon is the ammo is a bit expensive. Because even though it has, you know, it does have the advantage that, oh yeah, there's some bullet penetration, I just don't see that as good of an advantage as just using a cheaper weapon. Now maybe if you have, like, all of the resources, you don't care. Because you're like, I have all the resources and I don't care. But, interesting. Sometimes I wonder, like, if the screamers scream in multiple directions because the other infestation reacted to the scream, since, like... No, you don't. Oh, I was hoping I would get a multiple headshots there, but no such luck, unfortunately. So you did, yeah, once again, you do have to load the weapon manually, but firing from stealth for like this is honestly not that big of a deal. There's plenty of time to reload. Obviously, it could be annoying in the heat of battle, though. I'll also say, with a gunslinger, the reload time isn't too bad, but like I said, it could still be annoying. You might find it like, I kind of wish I could reload a little bit quicker. Oops. I was out of range for gunslinger there. I do like this weapon so far. Like, I don't know how it... I don't really know what to say how it compares to, like, not bolt caliber weapons, but bolt action weapons. I feel like it shoots a little quicker, though. Like, I feel like the lever action is slightly faster firing. Once again, I don't know if that's true, but that's how it feels from my perspective. Now, I do know that the Duval Outrider is magazine-fed, so you could have kind of the best of both worlds. Like, if it does shoot faster as a lever action rifle, you would then also be able to use a magazine feed. Oh, come on. There we go. Just that little bit of muzzle sway is messing with me right now. Although the muzzle sway is not bad on this weapon. Like, right now I'm letting go of the analog. And, like, there's a bit of sway, but it's really not that bad.
Gotta rest.
Oh. Gotta reload. Gotta squish. And we got ourselves an armored zombie interrupting my streak. There we go. Okay, this infestation... Oh, wow, it has 3 screamers. That must have just been a bonus screamer. Oh, we weren't at the right place. It was actually a little further up. Yeah, overall, I'm enjoying this weapon. I think it's a pretty... It feels good. I like the feel of the weapon. Yeah, it does have the whole thing, oh, you gotta put the bullets in manually, but I honestly don't care. I think that's fine. It honestly does not bother me one bit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, gotta reload. Especially with gunslinging. Like, you actually reload the bullets pretty quickly with gunslinging. What is with all these, like, zombies who have, like, dismembered legs? Like, I definitely did not dismember them. They are, like, they're pulling some shenanigans on me. And like I said, the weapon is pretty accurate. Like, it's, you know, like, pinpoint accuracy in terms of the crosshairs, and only a little bit of sway, so it's a very good feeling weapon. The only thing that would make me like this weapon more, I would say, is if it were obviously, if it were magazine-fed, that's an improvement. But also, I mean, if it were a .22 caliber rifle, like, I would like it even more in that case, just because, as I said, I don't really feel the extra power is an advantage. It might be an advantage in very specific situations, but overall I don't consider it an advantage.
Well, I guess things maybe aren't all bad.
As far as heavy weapons go, I'm just not a fan of heavy weapons, so... To me, like, the performance is about what I would expect from a heavy weapon.
This thing is heavy.
Squishing time! Okay, I was wondering where the screamer was. Oh my god, we're fighting. There's so many screamers in this area.
I still don't feel totally safe, but hey, we're making progress on these infestations.
I agree. We are getting through them. See, look how fast those shots were. Like, now, you know, I would normally not shoot that quickly simply on the basis that for the precision weapons, you know, you're trying to hit things. You're not trying to go, like, rapid fire just because, like, your goal is to actually hit your targets. But those back-to-back shots were pretty quick. Like, it's obviously, it's not as quick as semi-automatic fire. There's no doubt about that. But it's still, the rhythm of the shots is still decent. Like, I don't feel held back by the shot rhythm. This is not my car. That's my car.
Those ferals are fast.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have any ammo. I forgot about that. Oh, fine. I'll fight you. I find the key to fighting the ferals with the heavy weapon is just to kind of hit lock them. Oh, he thought I was going to counterattack. That's funny.
Listening. If y'all want to make some deals, come on by.
So I walk up a little bit, I take a swing, I walk up a little bit, I take a swing, I walk up a little bit, and take a swing like that. So basically, instead of thrashing away wildly at the feral, you know, you take a swing, and then you want to close the distance with them to make sure you don't overswing and accidentally miss an attack. I find that to be the key to taking out the ferals with the heavy weapons. And then, yeah, you just hit them once, take a step forward, hit them again, because even though the ferals get up really fast, so that makes you kind of think like, oh god, he's just gonna get up and like, zippity-zappity me immediately. They definitely take a moment to recover. Like they'll I mean, they don't have too much longer. Like he will start swinging at me very soon after that, but I find that to be a pretty successful way of dealing with the ferals. So, there we go. So we just got to use all of the weapons, and yeah, I guess that kind of gets me the start of... It gives me kind of an early opinion on my review for the bounty packs. I'm not going to review the looted weapons just because those are looted, and I'm mainly reviewing people for weapons for people who don't want to spend their time grinding out some of the more annoying bounties. So that's basically what the bounty reviews are for. They're for people who want to know what bounties to skip and what bounties to go for. So I'm not going to review the looted versions of the weapons, even though, like I said, the Model 92 rifle, I'm pretty sure the Scope Model 92 is going to be quite good. But that said, the Scope Model 92 rifle uses more expensive bullets. It uses the 44 caliber bullets instead of the 35. So once again, I would still say the Big Hank rifle is going to be better. But overall, that's my first impression. So far, I think the only one that's actually decent is the Big Hank rifle. Or the Scope Big Hank rifle. The Big Daddy Skillet seems okay. I did notice the ease of use. I noticed that the ease of use seems a little higher than the typical heavy weapon, and I do agree. I think that the ease of use is actually not half bad. But, hey, that's going to do it for this episode. We got to try out all the weapons, and it was a more, more combat-focused episode, so hopefully you enjoyed some zombie squisheroni action. And you tell me which of the weapons that you think are pretty good. Do you agree with my analysis, or my, not necessarily analysis, but do you agree with my initial thoughts about these weapons, or maybe you think I'm being too hard on them? But yeah, so far, to quickly look at them again, I think Mare's Leg is kind of whatever. It needs a scope for me to really declare it as being decent. I would say probably the best thing about the Mare's Leg is that it's I mean, I can't even say that. I was going to say, like, it's kind of like having a revolver that can be silenced, but it uses the 44 caliber rounds, and that just seems like a waste to me. Model 92 doesn't have a scope, so I'm not too impressed by it, and it uses the expensive bullets. The Scarifo, it's just a revolver. Like, I don't feel there's anything unique about it. The sawed-off, I prefer the standard, the everyday shotguns. Like, I think this weapon's too inaccurate. Even the other more common shotguns, I think their spread isn't as severe.
But you had to be rude and ignore us. Big mistake.
Wow, what grumpy people. I don't care. But the one that I was impressed by is I did like the Big Hank rifle, and like I think the only way it could be better is if it used either 9mm bullets, 22 caliber bullets, if it had if it was magazine fed. But overall, I still think it's a pretty good weapon. It's honestly not bad. And yeah, that's my initial predictions on the weapons. I don't think I will change my opinion from here, but we'll see. I'll mess around with them a bit more as I acquire more footage for them. But anyway, like I said, you let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.